Adam Driver shocked Star Wars fans this week with the news that he had pitched a Ben Solo movie, The Hunt for Ben Solo, only for it to be shot down by Disney CEO Bob Iger and other executives because they couldn't see how Ben could still be alive after Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. It's true that Star Wars movies and TV shows have had their fair share of unpopular resurrections over the years, especially more recently. In fact, The Rise of Skywalker is a great example and perhaps the most controversial example of them all, as Palpatine's resurrection in that movie caused significant backlash. However, Ben Solo's resurrection wouldn't raise the same issues as Palpatine's return, which is presumably in part what Disney was worried about. Star Wars actually has a very easy and obvious way to bring Ben back. The Force Dyad can easily bring Ben Solo back. The Star Wars sequel trilogy introduced a host of new characters, planets, and ideas, arguably the most compelling of which was the Force Dyad that Rey and Kylo Ren and Ben Solo shared. Throughout the sequels, the two were able to connect across space and time, ultimately even mastering passing objects to each other from a great distance. Admittedly, there's still plenty we don't know about Force Dyads. The Rise of Skywalker was the first movie to name Rey and Kylo Ren's bond as such, and it wasn't necessarily explored in depth on screen. However, Palpatine did reveal that the Sith craved this ability because of how much power it gave the two who formed the Dyad. It would be all too easy for Star Wars to reveal that the Force Dyad gave Rey the power to resurrect Ben. After all, we've already seen Ben essentially resurrect Rey at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. Sure, it killed him, but Rey has no doubt grown in her power and could absolutely find a way. Disney needs to stop turning down the best ideas. Unfortunately, this Ben Solo movie was a major missed opportunity for Disney, and it's repeating a disappointing pattern of the franchise rejecting some of the best ideas. The sequels are in and of themselves a great example of this problem, as they largely rejected some of Star Wars' best post-original trilogy material in Legends. As just one example, we could have seen Luke Skywalker, still portrayed by Mark Hamill, at the height of his power as a Jedi Master. Instead, we got a very controversial broken-down version of Luke that enraged many lifelong fans. Now, Disney has found themselves in hot water again, with fans demanding the hunt for Ben Solo.